Hello space friends, this is Ctrl A, aka Gamer Girls, back with another solo hunting video diary video. Believe it or not, this is actually a fresh video that I just shot the other day, and I thought that I would go ahead and show you how I personally set up for some cloaky hunting. Before I really get started with this video, I want us all to acknowledge the low security system message that's up on my screen. I'm going into low sec. Any herons or ventures that I may pop in future videos, it was done in low sec. When you ignore this and you go into low sec, you are accepting responsibility that there could be PvP and your ship could get blown up. Now that we got that little disclaimer out of the way, let's get into this video. Already, when I'm getting through the jump tunnel, I'm looking at my local. In a lot of my tutorials having to do with low-sec or really situational awareness, I pap on about the local window. It is so important. It gives you so much intel about the situation that you're flying into. Already, I can see that there's 10 other people in local with me. I can see that there's some people who are on my contact list that I have put an alert on. And if I were to do a Ctrl A, and then paste everyone in local into a third-party site called localthreat.xyz, I would be able to see the surface results on how dangerous people are. I promise that I'll do a video in the near future about localthreat.xyz. It is a great tool for hunters and people that want to see who else is in local with them. Let me address the heron in the room. I know everyone is staring at my overview and wondering why I am not uncloaking and grabbing it. It's flashy, the gate guns wouldn't get me. I really don't like taking fights in low sec on gates. Null sec, I love fighting around gates. Null sec, not so much. So I instead am gonna decloak and go to a ping that I already have in the system. Now, if you look down in the bottom left-hand corner of my screen, you're gonna see that I already have a lot of pings set up. These are permanent pings that I've set up over time, and because I actually hunt in the system quite a bit. Anyone can go and look at my kill board and see this. The reason that I like this system so much, it is close to a major trade hub. People are lazy and they just don't pay attention. They think they're going to come in here and get some quick ore, and the ore is usually here. If you're new to EVE Online and you're looking for tips on where not to mine, next to a major trade hub is that hot tip. Go out further where the systems are a little less trafficked. The same goes for exploration and ratting in low sec as well. Let's talk about my permanent pings real quick. A lot of these pings were set up so I could try to get the belts in the full 14 AU scan. What this does for me is I only have to fly between a few pings in order to see if a target I want to take is there. Then I have a few other pings that I've made over time because I wanted to get a good angle on a different belt, or it was just a good deep safe because it was a site that was there that isn't anymore. Some people collect corpses, some people collect pings, you know, don't judge. Now you can see that I've dropped my probes and I'm going to scan down some of these anomalies, celestial anomalies, so I can see what they are. I'm hoping to get a couple data sites or relic sites, that way I can set up and maybe catch a heron or a explorer. Now, I hate probing with every fiber of my being, so this is actually a very slow process for me, where someone else who lives in a wormhole or is just a little bit faster at it would not be taking all this time, so we're gonna jump ahead. Everything is scanned down, so now it's time to go to the first site, which is the Relic site, and make some bookmarks. These are going to be temporary bookmarks because I already have quite a few in the system and I don't need any more deep safes. I have found in most cases of data and relic sites, I'm going to probably have to lay down at least 2 pings or bookmarks. And of course my goal is when I lay them down, I want to be as close to the cans as possible. That way I don't have to spend forever slow boating into scram range. When you name your bookmarks, make sure to do something logical. There are chances that when you fly in, you may have to bounce to the nearest celestial and come back to the other ping. So of course you want to know which one to go to. Now we're going to do the exact same thing at the data site. As you can see, the space in between the cans are a lot bigger, so it's going to take a little bit more time, and I'm going to have to be a little bit more clever with my pings. So in this one, I think I do 3 separate pings, and I'm also scouting out some people that happen to be in the system just to see who they are. Now I'm done with getting my pings in the different sites, and it's just time to wait for somebody to come into the system. One trick I do deploy when I am logged in and I'm waiting in the system is I'll do a Ctrl A on everybody in local. So I'll select one person, then I'll hit Ctrl A. I don't know what that is. For Mac people, I'm sorry. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments below. And then everybody that comes into the system will show up clear in local. At this point, I can look up their character info, I can look them up on Zkill, and decide whether they may be somebody that I want to track or not. Of course, it also depends on if I ever see them on DScan. And then at this point, I just wait. This method of hunting isn't going to be quick. It's not going to be action-packed like going and roaming low sec or null sec. What this does allow is for me to watch YouTube videos or do something on my other screen, and then I can just watch local, see if anyone pops in, and then fly from point to point to see if anything comes up on my DScan that I want to hunt. And that's it. I'd like to remind you that the way that I do this isn't necessarily going to be the way that you do this or the next pilot is going to do this. I actually enjoy this way of hunting. Not everyone does. It's an acquired taste. So, try it if it looks interesting, and if not, just stay tuned for my next video. Thank you so much for watching the video, especially if you got to this point. Please make sure to give it a like. YouTube really likes that, and it's going to get me into the recommendations and all that good stuff. Stay safe and fly dangerous.
Shooting you and Concord kicking everybody's ass. We have ignited violence on a massive scale. Scramble those who try to walk away. Nothing says I love you like a kill mail. So don't be surprised if I send you one.